Like, what is it that Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Wild Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch Wild Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. Yo. It's the Love of the Game podcast. We in the building. We here. Bryce, I think while you was doing the intros, I think I was enjoying that better, man. Like,
you want me to do it?
Yeah, I feel like from now on, man, you should just come out with the intro, bro. From now on. Like, that's the thing.
You just want to take a break for a minute, huh? All right, well, let me kick it off then. Shit.
Hype me.
Love of the Game podcast. I'm your host, Coach Bryce on Twitter. I'm running point. I got my guy, Mondre Allen, Georgia Man Up. And then I got my guy to the right, at the top. Locked way is the only way. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have no candy, but I know Dre has some nerds. So go ahead and hold the candy up for the.
Hey, hold on, man. I feel like Locke don't give you a hard time like he would give me if I was doing the intro. Like Locke be on my damn head, dog.
That's only my second time doing it. I need some practice. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Hey, is that the only candy you eat?
What, nerds?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
This just stays in this. I have podcast candy. Like this is podcast.
Yeah, that's on Fat Boy. You got podcast candy. Yeah, that's on Fat Boy.
Relax.
How are we gonna get you in this extra large and you got podcast candy?
So like I can't eat no candy. Like I can't
if he only eats it during like show days, he'll be straight.
Look, I've had this same bag since the first time I showed it to you. That was the first day I started eating them. I've had the same bag of candy ever since then.
Yeah, I
only eat what I eat on the show.
I don't believe you.
These are good though. Look, hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We people don't do me like that.
You working from home, so it ain't no telling what all you be eating during the day.
Mm-hmm.
I eat my chef Mark Adrian prepared pre-cooked meals. That's what I eat.
Hey, yesterday.
Exactly. Eat some watermelons, type of fruit, something.
Yesterday I fasted from the time I woke up, like 6 a.m., 6:30 until 6 p.m. When I tell you at 6 o'clock how hungry I was,
you was ready to grow up.
Bro, I never wanted to eat so much in my entire life, bro.
So what did you go eat?
I can't even tell you because it is bottom barrel. It is embarrassing, bro. It is embarrassing.
Man, you must ate some Dairy Queen or something.
I was so hungry, bro. And I was in the car, and because I was at the point where I was like, I got 2 hours left, and I'm trying to get this 2 hours out of the way. So I ended up going to the mall. Like I went to Cumberland for 2 hours and walked around to H&M, bought some clothes.
He ate at Checkers and then went to McDonald's.
So when I got back in the car, and then when you leave Cumberland, be mad traffic too. So when I left the mall, it was mad traffic. So I really didn't end up eating until probably like 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
bro, I tore that 10-piece up from McDonald's up. Like,
got chicken nuggets.
Hey, I got them nuggets, bro. I tore it out, man. I was so hungry, bro. Like around 2 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I don't even know if I make it, bro.
I was so, you know, that's not real chicken.
McDonald's only tastes
real to
good.
me last night. That shit was good, bro. Them nuggets was golden.
If you ain't had them in a while, they are good. But I
Yeah.
can't see myself.
It
eating.
wasn't burnt or nothing. The fries wasn't too salty. Like I'm trying.
Did you get a sweet tea?
Nah, I got Sprite.
Oh no, you gotta get the dollar sweet tea, man. Gotta get the sweet tea.
McDonald's only good when you're hungry, dog. When you starving,
Yeah.
them fries, dog, that shit come in here.
If you want to try that, be my guest on next Wednesday. Go ahead and go from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Don't eat nothing. You can drink water and tea.
Water and tea next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hit the group chat, Bryce. Remind me.
I got you. The rest of the month. Yeah.
Bryce, you should have went to Wendy's, man.
Bro, I went closest thing I could see, bro. I was so hungry. I did every one of them nuggets. And
Did you go to the one by the mall?
Nah, I went to one off like closest to my house. Like,
hey Bryce, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You was so hungry, you was double dipping them nuggets, wasn't you? You was getting all the sauce.
It was sauce left in that those. I was hungry. I'm like, damn, these nuggets are so good. Shit tastes like leave the club at 3 a.m. and you like gotta find something to eat. That's what that shit is like.
Yeah, that's the only time I eat McDonald's. Leaving the club at 3 o'clock.
Bro, I'm so hungry. Like, and I mean the crazy thing was I made it. I was doing well because I was trying not to think about it. You know what I mean? But it's like amazing, like how much we don't think about what we eat. Like we just eating constantly, and we don't really think about it until we don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Because we can eat. Like we can eat whatever we want. But when you actually put your mind to it and you don't eat for that amount of hours, shit tough. It's tough. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
That's a bet. Hey, real quick before we get into the show, I appreciate everybody jumping on. Want to take care of some business. If you're watching this show on Twitter right now, just know that Twitter will be sunsetting the Periscope live app. So what that means for you, you can watch us on Twitter today. You can watch us on Twitter next month. But in March, they will be sunsetting Periscope, which means we won't be able to go live on Twitter unless they replace it with something else. And Twitter has not said that they would be doing that. So that's not a us thing. We love broadcasting to our audience on Twitter. But if you're watching us on Twitter right now, jump over to YouTube, hit Love of the Game podcast on YouTube, find us, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and make sure that you don't miss a podcast, man. You don't want to miss it out. So make sure you do that. For those that are watching for the first time or watching from out of state, you are watching the premier grassroots basketball podcast in the country. I'm not even gonna say. I used to say the Southeast. I don't even say that no more. We're the best grassroots basketball podcast in the country. We talk grassroots basketball, but we are always Georgia centric. That's where we live. That's where we watch hoops at. So if you want to understand what's going on in Georgia, but just in grassroots, period, that's where you can find us. Hey, look, and we are a live podcast too. So this is not scripted. This is not some scripted bullshit. We didn't take this and show it to you later. Like all of this is real live. And then we have a live audience that watches and interacts with us during the show. So you're going to see comments from people all across the country commenting and kicking it with us, man. So join the conversation. Jump in on YouTube, jump in them comments, Facebook, jump in those comments. On Twitter, until March, you can jump in the comments and get at us, man. We'll read your stuff on the air. We'll interact with you. If you're crazy, we'll say it. If you got a good point, we're going to put it up. That's how it goes. Podcast not the same on YouTube. Can't see comments like I know. Wait, so when you're on YouTube, you can't see everybody else's comments?
You got to sign in. You got to sign in to YouTube probably.
Yeah, you might have to sign in.
But I don't think you can see like the Periscopes.
You can see comments. You have other live before, like this, like verses, and you can see all the comments, but you got to sign in. I think that's different with this.
Hey man,
I don't know about that.
Hey, they on my head. Hey, I listen, Juke. Shh. I ain't got them. I ain't got them yet, Juke, but I'm working on it.
Hey, Uncle Drew, just make sure you pass me them all them passwords and usernames and then logins for all these games.
Hey man, you don't want to pay for anything, Bryce.
I already pay for enough, bro. I pay for Netflix. I pay for Spot.
Oh, wait, YouTube, you can only see YouTube comments. You have to sign in. Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure you sign in. Go look at them. Look at those comments. I'm gonna petition Twitter. Petition Twitter not to yeah, Prep Hoops is wilding. Yeah.
What Prep Hoops got going on?
I'm not paying for that shit. Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't want to get that. I don't want to sound like a hater.
How much Prep Hoops subscription?
What I do is when they post something, and I just go ask one of the kids, one of the parents of the kids for the password.
Yeah, and my thing is, okay, so look, my rule is, number one, if you only really rank kids that attend your events,
Oh yeah, somebody tweeted on that.
I'm not looking at that shit.
Is that what Prep Hoops does?
A lot of people do that though.
And I'm not fucking with them either. If you're gonna do a ranking, do a ranking. I'm cool. And if you leave kids out because you haven't seen them, I totally understand.
Okay, so you
But when
saying
it's
that
blatantly obvious that you're only ranking kids that attend your events, you're not just somebody that watches basketball, right? Like if you did a ranking lock, I would expect you to miss some kids. As much as you in the gym, nobody can see everybody. But I know that you watch a lot of kids and not just kids that attend on the radar events.
Yeah, true. Well, that's why I don't do rankings because I think it's a good. I just feel like it's a conversation. Like I think people look so deep into it. It doesn't matter where you're ranked. It's just a conversation. I think people take that too personal because he's ranked on this website top 50, but on the other website he's 78. Who cares? It's just an opinion. And like you said, that the people who's doing the rankings, you may have played in their event and did well, but then the other event you didn't play so well, so that's why you got ranked so low. Or you're not top 50. So it's so many different things, avenues of why you ranking.
Most of those people who I'm not gonna say most, but there's a few people who do rankings who can only rank the obvious kids anyway. So it's no point to, you know what I mean? Like there's only some people can only rank the top 25 kids because it's obvious they're the top 25 kids. You could do that shit if you Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. But when it gets from 30 to 60, that's when it's based off of your opinion. And a lot of people they can't do that. Like let's be honest.
They watch enough basketball to do that. And my thing too, Lock, and what I'm calling out is not a honest mistake. I understand honest mistake. A kid may have lit it up in your event, didn't light it up in somebody else's event. You didn't see it. People get busy. I totally understand. I'm talking about the business practice.
Okay.
Like, come on, man. Like when you rank kids and then right behind your ranking being released, you come out with a camp. I see the business play because the people who you ranked, they're going to sign up for your camp. But the people who you didn't rank are gonna get pissed off, and they're gonna sign up for your camp.
Can you be mad at that?
I'm not mad at that. It's a selling tool. They got a business. They got to make money. So whatever they got to do to make money, it works. The camps are for rankings. That's what a lot of camps are for. Not every camp, but a lot of camps is for you to go so you can be ranked.
I'm okay with kids going to camps and being ranked in that camp setting. I don't really have a problem with that. But what Dre is saying is different. He's saying you're ranking kids prior to get them in the door just to make money.
As a business play, bro. My thing.
But,
I'm not one of those. I'm not it's whatever you got to do to make $1 type of nigga. That just don't fly with me.
And I feel that
because you're taking money from people, bro. If you're gonna do that and you're gonna have a service, then have a service. Don't just service yourself.
Okay.
Like, you're supposed to have something.
All right. Since we're going this deep, name the camps y'all talking about. Name the camps.
You know how many times this past summer I had to go tell kids like, yo, don't worry about the rankings, bro. At the end of the day, college coaches just want to see if you can play. You know,
I want to know what camps are we talking about.
But this is my thing. I don't have to, because you know why? Because the people who do a good job and the people who really watch the game in the state of Georgia, we always shout them out. So listen for those names. Listen for those names. We show love on this show all the time.
No,
it ain't about being a hater or trying to grab a moment. We show love all the time. So the people who really bout that life, who really value the game and bring something to the community, we always say their name. So the people who you don't never hear, man, why they don't talk about this person? Why they don't talk about that person? Most of the time, it's a reason why. We know them, but it's a reason why their name don't come up.
So when is it? So let me ask you this then. When is it okay?
Yeah, you skipped the comment, but you hell, Dre.
What?
No.
I ain't tripping on that.
Yeah.
When is it okay to make money off basketball versus when it's not okay to make money off basketball?
I think if you, to me, right, if you provide a service, a valuable service to the community, make your money.
Who's to say that? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's got like what? Who's to say in that person's eyes that's not valuable service to somebody?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, in my eyes, I feel like yes, we should be getting paid more. I mean, but I don't even care. I'm not in it for that. But I'm just saying for the amount for what we provide and what we're giving kids for their future.
100%.
Worth a lot more.
We provide more value than people who make a lot of money off of basketball.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So like when it comes to what deserves the
I'm a jam lock up, because when I said Love of the Game should have a camp and you went with it, why shouldn't we have a camp when we provide value and help people get on? But it's okay for people to do rankings and have camps.
The only reason I said we don't need it because it's already oversaturated.
I didn't stop anybody else from doing it this summer.
Well, okay, but it's just in my opinion. I feel like we could have brought something else. We could have did a camp, of course, but I feel like let's do something different. Like I said, we did start doing something different, but COVID hit when we was doing the South Powell versus Pebblebrook game. That was going to be our niche, not camps. Because now we're in the same category. Because trust me, y'all know how the group chats are. Oh, here we go, another camp. I didn't want us to be in that label. I want us to be unique and different. I don't want to feel like, okay, they started a podcast, now they want to do camps. Like, no, let's find our lane. Let's stick to it. Let's master it.
Here's my only and I hear you, Drew. Here's my only thing with doing a camp, right? With our platform has been about shedding a light on kids that people don't talk about that much, and helping kids actually get offers and get opportunities at the next level. I ain't got any more money. People are going to have to start getting choosy about, and I'm not saying that I necessarily want to do a camp because I don't know anything about it. The most I know about running a camp lock is attending yours. That's the closest that I've seen behind the scenes to running the camp.
Was you there the first year? You there his first camp?
No,
I wasn't there the first year.
My boy fumbling through them papers trying to get everything.
Boy, I was stressed.
Hey, you want to see stress in a meme? That would have been it.
But I say it because people are. I watch people are spending money, and I don't knock it because people gonna spend their money anyway. Mm-hmm. People are spending money to go to these camps, from people who, come on, man, we know some big name people that college coaches, they can't make that call and get you an offer.
No, but they make that call to get them a look. Because I started that way. Like, okay, I started off, hey, working with Sean, building relationships and different things. I couldn't get a kid an offer, but it's like, okay, hey, coach, I got this kid you need to look at. Okay. So now when that started happening, then it was like, oh shit. Then especially when they didn't call the kid, then the kid end up going higher than the level.
Right.
So that's when everything starts. So not everybody's not going to be able to call to get a kid an offer, but
So what's
you
the
can
point
get
of
them a look.
those camps? What's the point of doing those camps if you can't get them to the next level?
No, it's a look. It's not. I feel like it's a ton of camps. Prime example, HBCU had 2 camps. Chase Ballard got his offer. Well, I did some background work, but the coach seen him at the HBCU camp.
Okay, I was waiting for you to get it out because I'm trying to figure out
what I'm saying. The coach didn't see him in AAU.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see him in high school. He offered him because he remembered him from the HBCU camp.
Okay, but
I built a relationship with East Georgia,
okay,
and the coach. So it's like, hey,
would he have been offered? Do you think had it not been for that relationship?
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is the people who have relationships.
And he might have been, but
he may have been, but he probably got it later than sooner.
We're not talking about his skill set because clearly
he can definitely play.
We're talking about the relationship aspect of it.
Yeah, we're talking about relationships.
But I'm gonna give you another example. What if, because we got relationships with certain coaches, they may have a different type of relationship with other programs that we don't even have relationships with.
They do, because I be seeing them sitting in the stands with different programs.
Yeah, because I give you a prime example. My guy Jared, Christian Pro Movement. He know coaches and programs that I never heard about ever. 100%. But guess what? He gets those kids to the next level. D3, USC, IAA, Christian leagues, all types of leagues. I don't have those relationships with those type of coaches.
Which is why if I do a camp, he would be invited.
Exactly. That's why I told him to do a camp.
And he did one, right?
Yeah, he did one. He was going to do one anyway. I told him to do a girls. I told him to do a girls camp because I said it's no low, the D2, the NAI, the JUCO. It's no platform.
Yeah.
For those type of girls.
It's not a lot of stuff for girls. Yeah.
So he did the girls, but he ended up doing the boys, which was, the boys camp was okay. But the girls camp was, was really, really good. He had over like 10 to 15 college coaches from the Southeast and some from up north, which you normally don't find.
It's a lot of good comments and questions in the group in the chat, man. The chat is jumping right now. I'm gonna post this up. Texas was coming at my neck. You notice Texas was coming at my neck and Locke didn't come in. He didn't come in off the top rope and help. I think he liked one of their tweets or something, and that was it.
Personally, dude, I haven't even been on Twitter like that.
I found that tweet and sent it to you guys in the group chat because I was like, "What? Hey, like
you did?"
Yeah, like there's no way that Texas basketball has more media and coverage than Atlanta. Like, come on, bro. That didn't even.
There is a rivalry between Texas and Georgia basketball, and my thing is, we've sent teams and players to play in events in Texas. Most notably and most recently, Ant-Man went to Texas during a holiday event and showed out. My argument and what Mark so eloquently put in Twitter was that Texas teams don't come here and play.
They don't.
So we'll come there and play.
I've never seen a Texas high school basketball team.
If we'll come there and play and put on a show, Texas, if y'all want all the smoke and y'all this and that, then you got to come here and return a game and give us a matchup. I don't know who's ducking. If we come there and we'll come to your home turf and play, then who's ducking who?
I've never seen a team.
Yeah, because I don't see many Texas team AAU programs, especially not at Sun events.
A lot of them be on the circuit, shoot teams, I think. And then I don't know if they have a bunch of independent teams. I mean,
but my thing is other circuit teams will come and play at Sun event.
Well, it's a
Texas is kind of far to be coming for an AAU event though, too.
I mean, if you come here and you here for EYBL anyway,
Yeah, that's the they gonna come. They gonna come. But I mean,
like your 16s, your 15 can't play in Sean event. Your 16 can't play in Sean event. Give them some bump.
Yeah, they ain't no excuse. They go anywhere else. Shit, they go to Cali. They go, I mean, I remember Texas having younger AAU programs. I don't know. I just haven't seen the older high school.
Man, I'm looking for the tweet. This is before Huff first game, or his after?
This early in the week, I think. But I know, you know what? It was on Sunday, I think, after the show. The last one.
Oh yeah, if it was after the show.
Hey, all I'm saying, Texas, is I respect the basketball in Texas, especially Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. I respect it, but like, pull up. Like, we not. Hey, I don't know who y'all used to talking to, like California or one of these other states, Arizona. Like, y'all used to talking crazy to Arizona. Like, this Georgia.
Yeah,
like, this Georgia, dog. Like, it's a little different. So if y'all gonna talk like, pull up. There's plenty of events, plenty of great facilities. You know what I'm saying?
I have to do some research on Texas basketball because I just honestly, we don't talk about it much. Not we, but just people in general. It goes from Georgia to Cali to DC to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't.
Well,
we talk about
on the time I thought about Texas basketball with the summer podcast.
Yep.
They kept me updated what was going on in the Houston area and different things like that. But shout out to Houston, man. My second home.
I knew he was gonna get that off. Locke want to move to Houston so bad.
Boy,
you want to leave us and move to Houston so bad.
Hey, freshman, you might be in Houston.
Hey, Locke, it's gonna be 187 degrees in the summertime in Houston.
Man, that's good, man. I mean, man, that mean that what's that challenge? The drop it challenge, the bust it open challenge is gonna be off the chain. The bust it challenge.
Did you call it the bust it open challenge?
I mean the bust it challenge.
Wow. Hey, man. Hey, free BJ Boston, dog.
What you mean free him?
Hey, Sharif about to give them that work this weekend.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There is an important Kentucky topic to talk about that nobody's really talking about.
What's that?
This comment is appropriate. Never seen the day where the Kentucky fans would turn on the Kentucky basketball team. World must be about to end. Jesus is returning. There was an article where there's something out there that hold on one second. Yeah, this is the comment I was looking for. Getting crazy in Kentucky. Knox County Court is asking Kentucky legislature to defund the University of Kentucky.
Just because they lose a couple games?
Because they kneeled for the anthem.
Oh,
they want to defund the entire university because they kneeled for the anthem.
That's why Coach Cal said he's standing by his players no matter what.
That's why I said I would never send my kid there until they took the damn name, Coach Adolph Rupp's name off of that building.
Which ain't coming off.
Ain't coming off. I wouldn't go.
That ain't coming off.
I wouldn't go.
I ain't know all that though. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, defund the entire university is what they're trying to put into place.
So you know they love their flag and their anthem, man. So
yeah, so much so that they bring a Confederate flag in the Capitol. Don't kneel, just burn it all down. You could blow the building up.
How dumb do you have to be to like think that you're not going to be seen? We have cameras. You don't have no hood on.
They don't care. They don't care about the consequences. That's all.
No, I don't think they feel like there are any consequences.
They don't feel like they are any. They gonna get some though. They coming. Old girl said she was Amanda from Knoxville.
From Knoxville, Tennessee. They pushed me and they maced me. That was the funniest video.
Hey,
bro, I should have played that on the show.
I watched that remake on TikTok probably 20 times. Like that, I'm cracking up off that video.
from Knoxville, Tennessee.
What
I gotta find that.
What would possess you to want to drive the daggone DC from Knox? Not necessarily that far, but to do that. If I'm driving to DC from the south, we're trying to have a good time. Well, I guess that's their idea of having a good time.
It's a revolution, man. Storming the Capitol.
Yeah, interesting stuff.
Bussy.
Hey,
Bussy.
Stefan Castle just got an offer from Auburn. Locke, you want to talk about Auburn being point guard you?
I think it's the next point guard you.
You know why it can't be? You know why they can't be point guard you yet though?
Why?
Because those guards that you named or that somebody named in the group chat, they all went to the league and had long NBA careers. So until those guys get to the league and have
we got one.
Who?
Jared Harper. He's in the league.
Yeah, yes. He's back and forth. He's
in the league.
He's in the league, but he's a two-way. Right. He's a two-way guy, right?
All right. It'll eventually happen, man. Just gotta have trust.
I think they on track for sure. But I'm just saying the difference between Stephon Marbury and Kenny Anderson, them dudes played in the league for a long time.
Okay, I'll put it like this. How many Auburn has gotten 3 of Georgia's top best point guard the last few years? Davion Mitchell was the top guard before Colin Sexton blew up. He went to Auburn. He ended up transferring. You had Jared, got Sharif. I feel like Scooter may go there. Yeah.
I mean, they gotta be.
What information do you have, Locke, that says Scooter may go there?
I look at the trend.
That man look at
the trend.
Come on, Locke.
That man look at his group chats, man.
No, I just look at the trend. Look who trained Sharif. I mean, look who trained Scooter.
Who?
The guy that used to coach at Auburn.
Oh, that's he. Oh,
the big guy. Chuck Person. Come on. Look at the writing on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Come on, like, hey man, I'm telling you. I see y'all be thinking back 20 years ago in 2000. I'm thinking ahead. So let's just say this. Let's say Scooter go one and done. After Scooter go one and done, Sharif already in the league. Guess who's next up? Isaiah.
Sharif one and done.
He can be, but he won't be a lottery pick. I think he'll be a lottery pick next year.
Okay. Before we go too deep into that, keep going. Scooter goes one and done, and then after Scooter is who?
Then who the next best point guard? The 2023 class, Isaiah Collier.
Lottery is like 1 through 5, right? 1 through 4.
No,
1 through 13 is
1 through 13.
Nah, he's still. I don't think he's gonna.
So you can't
13 or 15. Somebody correct me. I think it's
like 1 through 15.
If he waits next year, he might. That's still tough though. That's tough.
Hey, dude.
But it's possible.
KB. Oh, if you talking about Scooter, look, hey, follow the trend. Go up the street.
follow the yellow brick road.
Look how many Georgia players Auburn is putting in the league. You got Chuma, league.
Chuma's going to leave regardless.
It doesn't matter. He went to Auburn, motherfucker. It doesn't matter.
Okay, go ahead.
If EJ Montgomery went to Auburn, draft pick. Went to Kentucky, look what happened.
So if Rashawn Hammond
get
to
Daniel
Auburn
Alabama,
instead of going to Georgia, would he have been a pro too?
Who, Daniel Giddens? Instead of going to Ohio State or
Rashawn Hammond?
Well, Rashawn Hammond. No, I think Georgia was a good fit. Just look at the trend, man.
Hey, Locke don't want that Georgia smoke.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Lock don't want that Georgia smoke.
Look at the trend. Look, all right, Jabari, top 5 lottery pick.
Yeah, probably.
So look, JT Thor got a chance to be an NBA player.
Oh, definitely. JT Thor will be an NBA player.
So Sharif has JT Thor and Jabari Smith next year. So
let me ask you this,
there's
Lock.
3 NBA players on one team.
Let me ask you this, Lock. And I'm asking seriously.
Yeah.
Sharif is averaging somewhere over 20 points a game, right? I won't even say exactly what, but somewhere over 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over 10 assists a game.
Hold on, my bad. Hold on. Okuru in the league.
Okay.
If you a pro, go to Auburn.
Okay. So Sharif over 20 points a game, over 10 assists a game. What does coming back next year playing with Jabari do for Sharif? Why not just come out now?
Okay. And I feel you with that. But the thing is, a lot of times people go to the league is for the money. Sharif doesn't need the money.
It's still for the money, my guy. Come on.
No, it's his homeboy in the league. Like his dad is an agent. What? I think Sharif wants to be at Auburn. Think about it. If he didn't want to be at Auburn, he would have went overseas. Yes or no?
No, that's different.
What you mean? We didn't even think he was going to play. I did.
Nah.
But everybody was saying, let's go overseas. Let's go overseas.
Kids still want to go to the league because that's their dream. So
No, I'm not saying. Nah, hey, that's a good. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. But Florida State don't get the point guard. That's a really good one. That's a good one, David. That Florida State over Auburn. I love. Hey,
they get they
together real quick. Go ahead, Lock. Keep going.
man, I forgot. What
I told y'all this shit is unscripted. We don't write this shit down. We don't talk about this shit beforehand.
I think this comment right here is a good example of a comparison to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Ed Cota, Marcus Page, Phil Ford, Kenny Smith, Ty Lawson, Raymond Felton. Them dudes all went to the NBA. So you can compare them to Georgia Tech. Auburn is a younger group, and I see what you're saying. They probably will get there. They on the way.
And shout out to Ed Cota because most people don't understand how cold he was.
I don't know what that is.
Brandon Hayward owed Ed Cota his 10% of his NBA check.
He said he don't know who Ed Cota is right?
You don't know who?
But like I was saying,
I can't.
I gotta
pull up another monitor. I gotta pull up some Ed Cota highlights for Lock. I can't let you go out like that, bro.
Them ACC different back then.
I can't let you go out like that because Rashad Phillips might be watching, Lock. I can't let you go out like that now. You don't know who Ed Cota is.
Hey, just look at it. Sharif wants to play college. Like, come on. Think about next year. That's a national championship team next year.
Does Sharif care about winning the national championship? Let me not put that on Sharif because because it's Sharif, people will take a comment like that and make it into something that I'm not even saying. Do kids nowadays care more about going to the NBA than winning a national championship?
I think kids, I put it like this. College basketball is going downhill, in my opinion, because right now, of course, it's NBA first. But second, people know more about high school basketball than college basketball now.
That's because the NBA came in with this G League stuff where these high school stars can go to the G League. So they're gonna lose a lot of talented high-level players. Think about it. All those 10 players, Jalen Green and all them dudes, Kai Soto, and so all them Deshaun Nixon, whatever his name is, all them dudes would have been in college this year, bro.
No, you're true. That's what I'm saying. So it's NBA, it's high school. I'm not even talking about as a coaching. I'm just talking about as a fan.
The name, because a lot of the names are the high name kids they're being straight away to go to that league. So But to answer your question, Dre, I still think at the end of the day, if the kid had an opportunity to go to the league and they guaranteed he was going to be in the first round,
I think Gradey can
go. I mean, I think he would. I mean, I don't know. I don't know him personally, so I can't say that. But that only makes sense to me. If I know I'm going in the first top 20, top 30, whatever it is, you want me to do what? Let me stay? You want me to come back and play with who?
Right.
I'm not saying he's going to come back, but we don't know how the season is going to go. So let's say he was a late first round, maybe second round. Okay, let him come back one more year. Boom, lottery pick.
He's still
and he's winning game. And he may have a full season.
I still don't think even if he comes back next year and he's gonna play well for the rest of the season and next season, I still don't think he's a lottery pick though.
Like I said before, I go on trends. This guy been proving everybody wrong since a freshman. They say he's not gonna. No, listen. Look at the trend. He's never lost a home game at home. They say he was not going to be good enough or big enough to play college ball. His first 2 games, this man had 20 and 10. But we was ready.
I just want to show love real quick. Hold on. Let's show some love.
Tonight, by the time it's all said and done. Attacking.
Talented freshman. I do think they've got to get better offensively.
Oh, Allen Flanagan in a more natural position. Instead of having Johnson, a strong finish, give him 12. The
NC team.
Yeah.
Seen in a long time. But Roy, I want to go back to that.
Tigers lead at 8-4. Cooper attacking. Georgia run that we've seen this evening has been matched by Auburn. Flanagan benefits Cooper, right?
They created the loose ball, and then Johnson was
5 on the shot clock for Cooper. There he goes here, and it's a big deal to pick up those quad 1 wins.
Well, think about this. To be better off using some ball fakes, get defenders just Okoro. Auburn lost 4.
Twice as many.
Yes, it does. Bad second half has spilled over into this game.
Now,
Those highlights are on.
Dude. You can't teach that pace, that poise. Come on, the pass with the left hand. Oh my God.
Nah, he a problem, bro. Flat out, out, bro. But can I talk now?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So this has nothing to do with doubting him, in my opinion. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that the kid is the NBA player. Okay, I'm putting that on the table. But when you look at the statistics, which they do, just like they did with Ant-Man, they looked at his shooting percentage. Did they not? Yes. They're going to look at your shooting percentage. Then they look at your measurables. He's going to go to the combine. They're going to measure him with his shoes off and how much he weighs and everything down to the T. They're going to compare him to any and everybody that they can compare them to, because that's what they do. Even if you look at this last draft class, Patrick Williams went second or third to the Bulls. He's huge. He didn't have as much hype as Sharif. If you look at the draft class, the mock draft, what they have for the next 2 years, the dudes in the top 10 already are huge. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that he's not an NBA player. There's no doubt in my mind. I think he's an NBA player. How high he goes, I don't think he goes I think he goes if everything works out for him perfectly, I think he goes 10 to 15. But I'm saying
that's a lottery. That's a lottery.
Yeah, but that's perfectly.
That's a lottery. You said 10 to 15.
But I don't think.
But he also said perfect.
I'm saying he has to play perfect, bro. Like, he has to shoot the ball perfectly. He has to not turn the ball over. He has to win it, et cetera, for him to be a lottery pick. He has to win. He has to go to March Madness, get to the Final Four, put the team.
He can't with the team.
You're missing my message. I'm not saying that he cannot. He's not capable. I'm telling you, he's capable of it. But in order to get to that point to be a lottery pick, all those things have to fall in line now, because now you're talking about the best 15 to 20 basketball players in the world that's coming out.
I'm finna just go and put it out. When Sharif was in high school, did more people think he was a one and done? We We had people thinking that he couldn't even make the NBA. Now we looking at him as a one and done. Yes or no? We had more people thinking he couldn't make the NBA in high school.
Who's we looking at him as the one and done? People just say shit because they can.
But I'm saying it was more people saying he's not gonna be a one and done. Now we talking about he's a one and done a year from now. Oh, Auburn can't play in the tournament. Oh yeah, he gone then.
Or he can't play.
I disagree with this right here. Isaiah Thomas from Washington. No. They do not have the same type of game.
No. Isaiah had a little more dog.
Isaiah Thomas was a jump shooter.
Yeah. And had a
little
big
guard, but Isaiah Thomas could absolutely shoot it. We're talking about former Boston Celtic Isaiah Thomas, the little guy.
Hey. Man, we got to shout out to KD Johnson, man. He had a debut last night with Georgia. But yeah, about 21-8, 21-5, something like that. Let me let
the dog out of this office because she's about to. Why are you tripping? Get out.
Hey, it seemed like Mondre talking to his old lady.
She gets on nerve, bro. Like for real. She about as nerve wracking as somebody old lady. For real, bro. Like.
So, Bryce, 10-15. I'm calling it.
Yeah. In order for him to get 10 to 15, he's got to shoot. He's got to shoot from the three. He's probably got to shoot 45%.
Let's look at this. Let's include our audience right now. Guys, name every small point guard that you guys know that got drafted. The most recent ones. And let's take a look at some names. Because the closest name that I can look at Sharif's game and kind of compare them will probably be Chris Paul. That's like the closest
comparing to Chris Paul,
that I can find. And I think I would say Chris Paul is a little better defensively, and it's gonna be tough. Those guys, I think people may look at this conversation and be like, "Damn, they hating on Sharif." No. It's not that. It's just us talking about how hard it is to be a small guard and get drafted that high. I think that's all it is.
No, it's no hate because we clearly saying the kid is an NBA player. Like I think
NBA player for sure.
Yeah, like he's bad. He's a bad dude. But again, when it comes to NBA, they look at they chart everything, bro. Like everything.
She does respond, man. That dog is crazy.
But like I said before, it's NBA, it's high school, then it's college. Like kids can't even name their entire Kentucky team.
I bet kids can't name 5 players off the Kentucky team, probably.
I can't. Well, bring balls.
Oh, shit.
I can't.
All right. It's cool.
Yeah. That's gonna be tough.
And what happens when you're not winning games?
Speaking of like these players that like KD Johnson, Sharif, et cetera, who come from Atlanta.
Yep.
So are we gonna have to see for the rest of the year everybody post their stats on Twitter? Like, like we don't know.
Come on, man. That's the wave, man. Everybody
I love it. You know what? I wish we would see more stats, college stats on Twitter from little kids. We don't promote guys in college enough.
Let me know because I mean,
I want to see from different levels, not just high majors or D1s.
Okay, I agree with that. Because if anything, Quincy Olivari should be tweeting on every other week. If that's the case,
yes, that's true.
If we talk about putting up numbers, the dude's had 230 balls. He's like top 6 in the country and shooting the 3, and he's from Atlanta.
Facts.
From the city. So if we're gonna talk about that, then I agree. And tweet out.
No, I agree. I feel like JD Notae at Arkansas.
Yeah. Okay.
But they were at you know how the city works. They weren't the main like they were really good, great high school players, but they wasn't popular high school players. You feel me?
But that
but
it's
you know
too
what,
different.
though?
That's true.
Sometimes, and not that I disagree with you, like,
but was Dame Lillard a popular high school player? Was your boy from his teammate a popular? And
No, Isaiah Miller was popular as hell. We paid to go.
No, I'm not talking about Isaiah Miller. I'm talking about CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard. They went to mid majors like Weber State, and where'd he go? Brown, like they in the league now. So how can you? So why does it matter if they were popular in high school?
No, I get what you're saying, but the overall people, they're gonna think about this.
They're gonna go off the hype.
They're gonna go off the hype. Bryce, you probably heard it too. A lot of people might say, I don't watch basketball, not past anything that's 5A. They just watch 5A, 6A, and 7A. They don't go further down.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know about a lot of those kids. I heard people say, hey, I don't watch anything but 7A basketball.
That's a valid point. But if that kid plays in your event, or he's played in your event for numerous years, you would know who he is and where he went.
True. But you got to think an average fan is not going to know that.
Nah, but the average fans aren't posting the stats of hell.
Okay, true.
I think there's just so much hype around grassroots basketball.
Mm.
And then we don't want to admit sometimes that college is so much harder. Like I've had college players like Chris Johnson that went to University of Louisville. When he would work out down here, he would say that the NBA or when he was in the G League that it was easier than college because the spacing was better. You had more room to operate. That the way they play defense at college, they shrink the floor. That it's harder to really get buckets. Sometimes it's not as much space. I think sometimes we don't want to admit sometimes that how hard it is to play in college, to be that real system guy and to understand all your responsibilities in college. I think we don't want to admit that sometimes, and then guys kind of fall off the radar a little bit when they don't necessarily go and blow up and do well.
Yeah, I think too, you said a mouthful there because when y'all see it in the group chat, first of all, I got a rule in my group chats too. If you're not from Georgia or you don't stay in Georgia, you can't talk about Georgia kids.
Why not?
Because I get on my guys like, dude, you don't even stay here. You don't live here. You just come visit. You ain't finna talk about our kids. I don't go to Arkansas and talk about your kids.
True.
Okay.
But I think as soon as we see like a freshman not playing well or not averaging what you think he was going, or not having a type of year, what the first thing we say, or he shouldn't have went there. Or transfer alert. That's a bad move or whatever. We're so used to, especially freshmen come out of Atlanta, like players. We're so used to them doing well and taking off
right away.
You get spoiled staying here and watching basketball here because you see so much greatness. So you think every kid supposed to be the college Texans? No. It takes a couple of years. And I think we have to, I see it all the time. Dang, this kid here averaging 0.8 points, getting 10 minutes. Oh, he shouldn't have went there. He's a freshman. I know they get on Bryce. They get on Bryce's head by Terrell Hart. Not getting the playing time that he's supposed to get. They feel like he should get at UAB. He's a freshman.
He a freshman.
Give him time. He got to address. And it was COVID this summer.
He was a freshman, and then they brought in a bunch of grad transfers. So you have old dudes.
Yeah,
you gonna play the old dude. That was Andy Kennedy's first year. He want to win. He want to win. So
I think what Locke keeps saying, you're a freshman.
You're a freshman.
Kids are no longer, or not even just kids. Even
and you got to think about the differences between let's look at a 5-star kid and a kid like Terrell. Terrell blew up, but he still ain't had no stars. You know what I'm saying? He blew up. Where Reef is a 5-star kid, like on ESPN, you're gonna put him on the floor because of that right there alone. Like,
Yep.
So
Go get opportunities early.
it's still a little different comparison. Like,
But that's the thing.
And we don't want to wait for a kid to blow up. Like, we don't want to wait for a kid to be good anymore. We should. But nobody wants to wait till their junior year to be good.
And like you said, Dre, a lot of people don't understand how tough college basketball is, bro. It's not like you're a half a step below being a professional, whether it's overseas or the NBA. So you're playing with like dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes are huge.
Yep.
They've been working out for 3 and 4 years to get to this point to be all conference guys, to have a chance to go in the draft and whatever overseas. Like, this shit ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy. So, you know, yes, sometimes it has to come down to where you go and what happens, but most of the time, bro, you ain't playing that much, bro.
And on that, I look at this. I look at a guy like DJ Burns. I'm watching Winthrop play. He went to Tennessee, didn't do well. Went to Winthrop, was freshman of the year in that conference.
Yeah. He had to find the right level, too.
He had to find the right level.
Yeah.
You know, and he was a top 100. He was 89 coming out of high school.
Now you're talking about.
So it's like,
now
you know, my shout out to my guy Nick LeGros from Presbyterian. He always say, you want to take progression over regression. And what he mean by, you see what you're doing in high school. Do you still want to be able to do that? Or you want to go to the next level and regress? So you want to go to a higher level, but you want to sit on the bench. Or you can go to the right level and contribute right away.
Yeah.
So that when we have conversations,
I agree completely with that statement. But it's also not fair that if a kid goes to a higher level, like let's say a mid-major level, and it doesn't necessarily play out right away for people to say, well, he should have went lower. Like, that ain't fair either, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair. You gotta do that shit. Like, you got to give a kid a chance, bro. And you got to get the coaches a chance to feel comfortable playing the kid at that level. So I completely agree with that. But just because a kid goes to a mid-major or a high major doesn't mean that kid isn't good enough to be there.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's not good enough. He just ain't get on the court yet because for whatever reason.
It's not his turn.
So and that's an important thing that you bring up too, Bryce. Coaches always ask this question. Is he an impact player in my league? And I always say, in year one, no. Well, they look at it like I'm saying that the kid ain't good.
Yeah.
They do.
It's hard to be a freshman that's an impact player in year one. Are y'all willing to wait? Y'all talk about the kids being patient. Are you willing to wait for year three?
Are they willing to wait and develop?
Yeah.
There you go. So I feel like it goes both ways. It goes both ways. But I do agree. When somebody, I rarely say what level I think a kid is. But when I do, I try to say, this is the level where that kid is going to be a star. This is the level where I feel like the kid is going to be a star. So I've said a lot of kids in this 2021 class that are going D1. When people have asked me what level I think they are, D2, put them in the Peach Belt, great player.
Dude,
you know,
we just seen one,
but they go D1.
Yeah. We just seen one sign D2. Amarion Smith going to Landers. Shout out to Amarion.
Oh my God.
And guess what, Bryce? Guess what position he's playing?
He probably playing the 4.
You're damn skippy.
He playing the 4 in Division 2, and if he would have won, he would have went to the 3.
Guess what? He's gonna dominate the Peach Belt in a few years.
Yes,
he's gonna dominate.
There's no,
and he's gonna have a chance to be a pro.
He's gonna dominate it.
gonna
But
have a chance to be a pro.
let's put it like let's put it like this. If he would have played the 3 last summer, we're talking about a different player.
But thing is, was he capable of playing the 3? You just can't put him out there.
Hey, I'm just happy that I won't have to worry about him in a Georgia Canes uniform in April. Thank you, Jesus.
Nah, he was going to play.
He would have played with me.
Yeah. Hey, they got something else up their sleeve.
Yeah.
I bet they do. I'm just glad I ain't got to worry about that because I knew I wasn't going to get him. I wanted him, though.
Yeah, everybody want him, but he.
Nah,
That's
man.
good.
Shout
That's
out
good.
to my man, Big Mike. Man, Big Mike got that done.
That's a good move for him.
I'm happy for that kid. That's a great fit. I don't know who helps with his situation or even who he was playing with last year, but that kid, that's a great fit. Great.
He played with Big Mike. What's his name? Aim High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played with Aim High last summer. Yeah, with Big Mike, my dude Kai, man. Shout out to my guy Kai.
Yeah, Mike Artist, right?
Are they having a team this year? Do you know?
Good stuff.
No, I think Kai said he would not do a team. He's not doing a team this year.
It's hard. It's hard to mix. It's hard to switch lanes and go from training to the AAU. It's hard to do that. That's
It
tough.
definitely is.
Hey, so I didn't plan on talking about this, but I'm getting some troubling text messages that Georgia high school teams are canceling their seasons.
Yeah,
because of COVID.
I seen that coming.
They might have a regular season champ, and that might be it. I mean, I haven't got no text messages. I'm not really in the loop when it comes to high school as much, but
I have got messages about region tournaments getting canceled.
Yeah,
there are no region tournaments. And you know, like I said,
are they gonna do state playoffs or no?
I think they will, but it's like Mondre keep asking me, what's my prediction? I don't really have that excitement about this season because, like, now I like to go. I like to go to the hood, the country games, the packed gyms. I miss that. The cheerleaders going at it, I miss it. The banging on the walls, the bells. That's a high school basketball game to me. Right now, I felt like I was just going to a 9:00 ANU game. Early in the morning with no fans, it's cold. There's nobody in the gym. So it was like that high school effect was taken away this year.
Yeah. And we've seen some of the games already too. It's kind of, we'd be like, all right.
Arizona, Nevada cancel high school basketball. Let me ask this. I don't think in a million years this is going to happen. But if this becomes a trend and more schools start to cancel, do you guys feel like it will impact AAU at all, or AAU rolls on?
No.
AAU is stopping nothing.
AAU is gonna go. Only time AAU will stop if we're quarantining.
Bro, we played AAU in the beginning of the pandemic. Like not in the beginning, but in the middle. Like right when it popped off.
You will have to quarantine to stop AAU because at the end of the thing, it ain't no rules when it comes to AAU.
Nah, there ain't no rules, bro.
For all those listening from out of town, they're not crazy. AAU went from June to October in Georgia.
It did
not stop.
It was every weekend. Yeah, that shit was long.
It did not stop at all. It went from June to October in Georgia.
I don't think it's gonna change.
Wow.
If anything, I think AAU gets back to somewhat of a normal look this summer.
I just got to take it to the third school that may have canceled.
As far as what I mean by that, as far as where certain events are usually held, I think they'll be back to those locations. Is what I mean.
Oh,
I don't think they'll be. I don't think so. I don't. If high schools shut down, I don't think you're using a high school gym to run your event.
No, they're not.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If high school shuts down, if high school does not, and we have a state tournament, a state championship, then it's all good. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And another thing, like I say, it hasn't came out at all. But I've talked to a few Division I coaches the last few days. They don't think it's going to be a lot. They're going to extend the dead period. That's what the rumors are going around saying.
I'm
because
hearing
the COVID cases are going up.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big issue now is that it's not even the cases anymore. I think the hospitalizations and the deaths are so out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers are dying.
The death rate is so out of control that it's causing some concern. My opinion stands. I
talked to a parent earlier in this week after a game, and that parent told me that the hospital beds are full in the hospital he works at, and there's 300 beds.
Wow. And
so there's people in the hall. You know what I mean? Like people wherever they can get treatment.
My mom is a nursing professor at a nursing college here in the state of Georgia. And the place where they are supposed to go to do clinicals to train more nursing students, they can't go because of COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4,000 deaths. Yeah, it's out of control.
So, yeah, it's rough.
So not we, because we obviously don't call those shots, but we probably should have been in quarantine to begin with, like when it first popped off, right?
My last year?
Yeah.
But nobody thought it was this serious. You know, I knew it was serious when the NBA canceled their season, but no one knew it was going to pick up that fast. Because think about it, everything just started canceling at once. NCAA tournament, NBA, you know, high school basketball, ANU, just things just started.
The people that study this and the people that are, you know, have to concern themselves with this, they knew. They know.
True.
We don't know because we obviously don't. That's not necessarily, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? We didn't even think about that, right? Around this time, we was like,
so
Kobe's dead. We were still talking about Kobe.
Yeah.
Think about it. In the news, Kobe was on the front page. COVID was on the next page.
Yeah, we didn't get there with COVID until March. Yeah. I think that's when we kind of got there in a middle space to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, interesting stuff.
Hey man, my prayers up to anybody that has been affected. If you have recovered from COVID, God bless, man. Great to still have you with us. If you did not, if your family was affected, praying for you guys, and anybody that's currently struggling with it. So
Johnson & Johnson announced today that they have one shot vaccine that grants you immunity.
I heard that was coming instead of the 2-shot. That something of 1 shot was coming for a vaccine standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll be taking a vaccine as soon as I can get one. As soon as they make it available for me, I'll be taking it. I know a lot of people who are essential workers who work in healthcare that have gotten it. Most people that I know are taking a Moderna vaccine and they're fine. So, good topic here. Independent tournaments gonna get lots of bread. I saw people arguing on Twitter today that they just can't fathom that there will be no EYBL for a second year in a row. Do people realize that Nike really doesn't make money on EYBL?
Yeah, and Nike doesn't care. It's a Nike, a global organization, company. They don't really. That's a small portion of their business is EYBL.
Yes.
The majority of their company is, you know, LeBron and their athletes and the team apparel that they ship their, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
EYBL is probably 10% of their concern.
I think they probably lose money on EYBL. It's marketing. I feel like it's a marketing expense for them.
Marketing and to lock those kids in. I hope they get them when they go pro.
Yeah, I don't think Nike cares about EYBL, the games and the championship like we do. Like,
Correct.
No, yeah, that's just for the people.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Peach Jam has been around forever without the actual EYBL. Correct.
You got me on that.
Like Peach Jam has been Peach Jam forever. Like there's always been a Peach Jam.
I don't know.
There
I
hasn't
think
always
Nike
been an EYBL Nike League.
I think Nike always been behind Peach Jam.
Yeah, no. Like yes. Nike's always been behind Peach Jam. That's been their event, but there hasn't always been an EYBL leading up to Peach Jam that qualifies you.
Oh no.
Everybody just went to Peach Jam.
No. You had to be a Nike team. You just
be a
didn't go
Nike
to
team, but correct. You had to be a Nike team, but there wasn't a
it wasn't a circuit. It wasn't a circuit.
It wasn't a circuit.
No, they just had different tournaments. Because
before
the true circuits,
yeah,
you remember people was going to Orlando playing in AAU National.
AAU, right, to Super Showcase.
Yeah, the Super Showcase. They were playing in different events, the Bob Gibbons and stuff like that.
They would go back to that, where Nike programs have their team and just go play in Peach Jam. If that's what you're really missing anyway, at the end of the day, is Peach Jam, like in the summer. But so I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Nike doesn't do anything because it's just such a small.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's such a small, and especially when you see the kid from Florida, if his heart issues are related to COVID, that makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Like, you're really not going to do anything at that point because, oh no, we got kids out here playing AAU basketball, and we have a kid at Florida who had an issue with it, and he has state-of-the-art trainers. It's too much, a lot of risk.
What so if that does happen and there is no EYBL, no
Under Armour already canceled their events. They're not having
Under Armour already canceled. Yes.
They put out a statement already?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, they put a tweet out.
Yeah, UA put a tweet out saying no league. So if EYBL cancels and Adidas Gauntlet cancels, do you think? I'm assuming we believe that all those teams will just go play under another name, right?
Yeah,
they'll get some reversible jerseys. Like,
so why did Adidas teams get to play under their regular name, but Nike teams had to play under a different name? Did y'all know that? Adidas teams
that's a good point. I didn't think about it, but that's a good
Under Armour did the same thing too. Atlanta Express played under their uniforms as well.
But you know what, Dre? I don't think the uniforms have anything that, and I'm just thinking about off top. The uniform, just because you have an Under Armour uniform on, and doesn't mean like if something happens, you can come back to Under Armour just because you're wearing a uniform. Like they're not playing in the Under Armour event; they're just playing in a basketball.
They're just playing the tournament with the Under Armour uniform.
So maybe that's what it was. They were like, "Well, shit, you can play in the Celtics jerseys. That's cool because we still gonna get our brand,
right?
You're not playing in an Adidas event." So
I just wonder what made like the Georgia Stars play under a different name.
Well, I think when Nike told their teams they couldn't do nothing.
They couldn't do nothing. Yeah, I don't think Adidas did that. They just said no gauntlet, no Adidas gauntlet. But hey, do your thing because
I don't know.
Adidas would have been crazy to not let the Celtics be the Celtics this past summer.
Yeah,
because they still was the hottest team.
Yeah, that still did it for their branding. Yeah, they got two probably NBA players coming off that team.
Yes, like come on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it would be cool though. Like, because even if like the Adidas teams and Under Armour teams and Nike teams didn't have a circuit, but they still played in their gear, you would still kind of have that feel of AAU. You know what I mean? Like we did at the Tip Off Classic. At what?
At the Tip Off Classic at Swanee, the first tournament back. The first tournament, everybody came out. It was just lit. It was lit with COVID because it was too many people at that game. Like those games. It was lit with COVID.
And we were trying to get everybody. I do remember that.
But it was a ton of great teams, and I actually enjoyed it because at that, the summer, these last 2 summers will be the summers you really can't duck. And because you know how I have seen where 2 Nike teams been at Sean event and they say they can't play each other.
Why not?
Because both of them Nike. I have seen 2 Adidas teams say they can't play each other because both of them are Adidas.
They might have been playing each other in their circuit. So
it doesn't matter. See, but now they can't say that.
Because if you're playing for a Peach Jam tournament championship and you play somebody in a non-conference game, that's another time that they could kind of get a look at you.
Dude, that's like my dude Mario would say, that's ducking, dog. You still playing. It ain't. Hey, this past summer, you couldn't duck, no smoke.
This summer you couldn't run from nothing. Nah, you couldn't run from nothing. There was nothing that you could say. Nothing.
So that's the positive out of it. You know, you gotta whoever you put on the schedule, that's who you gotta play.
Yeah, that shit tough.
Independent team, shoe team, because think the independent teams were very, very good this past summer.
The independent teams this summer were stacked, bro. Like some teams broke off and made their own team, and they were still stacked.
They were still stacked.
Yeah,
like it was
some dudes, man. You had to have some dudes for sure.
I think we may have the same type of summer.
Yeah,
it's gonna be another Manny Harris to pop up.
Yeah,
out the blue.
How do we want to talk about the fact no live period though?
Man,
no coaches in the gym, bunch of live streams.
That's the one thing that's kind of like for me is kind of tough because especially if a kid doesn't have something and he's older, what are you gonna do? How's it gonna help you by coming back to playing AAU with no coaches?
Only way I say
I'm not talking about high school kids. I'm not talking about high school kids that had just finished high school season. I think they gotta play regardless. I'm talking about kids who need a second chance.
Talking about the kids that go to prep school, then come back and play AAU.
Yes.
Now, bro, you gotta tell them to go work at Kroger's. They're like 21.
Even as an unsigned senior.
Unsigned seniors are fine. He talking about kids that go to prep.
Unsigned seniors are going to be okay because unsigned seniors still can go to prep to post grad and reclass. They can still play the whole summer out. But if you're a kid that's already done, if you exhausted all of your options, coming back to play AAU,
hey,
and there's no coach.
Man, if you ain't no big man, you better go apply for Kroger's.
Take what you got.
They say Publix pay $13 an hour. Starting out.
Did you say if you all right,
dude, you know how hard it is, like to go
prep I do.
And not get anything, then come back and play, and you're not a big or you don't have any type of size.
You gotta be a 6'6" and above.
I got one point guard in mind that I'm thinking about right now. Had every D2 NAI offer you can imagine and didn't take it.
See?
It's rough. You come back, ain't no live period again. It's rough.
You got to take it. But thing is, I'm taking. If you think you're Division I player, I'm taking that JUCO.
So NCAA hasn't put anything out yet, right? Because it's still April 15th, right?
Yeah, nothing's hasn't gone out yet. It's just
they just ain't
start seeing the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Well, what if you take the same approach as high schools? What if college finishes their tournament? They go, which they probably will. They finish their March Madness and stuff like that. I mean, that doesn't help. Not really.
What do you mean?
I mean, same thing you said with high school. If high school finishes, then AAU will be somewhat normal. What about college? College finishes, wouldn't it be somewhat normal? No.
I don't know. Well, and I'm only talking about when I say normal, I'm only talking about Georgia because Georgia don't give a fuck about
anything.
So I'm only talking about Georgia when I say that. I'm not talking about like real normalcy. The only thing I'm saying, hey man, I'm going to get the vaccine, brother. So as soon as they make that John available, dog, dab me up, because I already know I'm gonna have to be out here. So,
and I think that's a big factor in it, Dre, the vaccine. And if the vaccine becomes available, maybe available to, the majority of the population, then I feel like you might have an opportunity for some type of live period.
They said no, but they said it's gonna become available like late fall.
I think it's gonna be before that. It's gotta be, bro.
It may be summertime though. It may be sometime this summer. I don't think it's gonna be in the spring.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that maybe by tryouts, maybe by April, and I can get a shot in my arm. Maybe by April, if I can figure out a way to get a shot in my arm by April, then I'm good.
You waiting to April to do tryouts while everybody doing tryouts back in November?
No, our first tournament is in April. I'm saying by the time we play. By the time we play. Yeah, if I can get a shot in the arm by the time we play, then I'll feel better. How are you going to handle all these kids asking you, can they play for you? Because due to COVID, y'all phone blowing up with kids asking to join the team. That is a Bryce question. That's not a Mondre question. Kids are not blowing up my phone to come and play for me. They hitting Bryce DM though.
So
Bryce, how are you going to?
They not hit me up yet, not quite yet, because I really ain't post too much stuff about it. But I mean, you could do one. I thought about it. I could do one of two things. I could go 16 kids, 8 and 8, something like that, or whatever.
You have 2 teams. Are you gonna let Locke coach one and you gonna coach one?
No.
Oh, but anyway,
I do not want any head coach. I do not want any head coach's duties. No, I want to show up late.
I might do that, or I could just stick to what I've been doing and go one solid group and keep it at that. And I'm sorry. I mean, I'm only one person. I can't do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I can go 10 solid dudes, play the circuit, and keep it moving. I mean,
So how do you handle that with the DMs, Bryce, and the phone calls about can I play for you?
The same way.
Do you just straight up say no or what?
I don't ever say no. The same way I handled it before. You work out. Until you work out, and then you make a decision from there. Like I ain't going because you never know what the kid is. He might be good. It might take me a minute to respond because I be on different social media platforms, and sometimes I be forgetting. But like I'm gonna tell them like, oh yeah, well we gonna have tryouts this day, and I leave it at that.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask you.
That don't mean I'm gonna pick you.
You telling the kid like a Madison Durr what the trial date is? Madison on the team. You better stop playing, man. On the team. You ain't telling him what day you trying out.
Nah, but the thing about it is, bro,
Madison's different.
Honestly, though, you still gotta show some type of commitment.
I'm with you on that. That's fair.
Whether it's I show up and I don't work out, or I show up and I reserve my spot, you have to show some type of commitment. You know what I mean? Like that should
at least get up and down in a 5-on-5 or something.
Yeah, and honestly, if your high school team is still playing, you don't even have to play. But if you come and show your face, like yo, I'm locked in. We just playing our playoffs. I'm cool with that. But if you don't do nothing, if you don't do anything, I'm gonna take it as you're not interested. That's just the way I operate.
But then guess what though? When it rolled around May or June, those same kids are gonna come back.
But that's the problem, though. That's the problem and that's the issue that we have with these kids. They want to, and parents, they want to play you to the left, but then when they need you, they're gonna come
you up.
So I'm sorry. Yeah, me and Locke could have taken 2 or 3 bigger guards last summer. But guess what? I had guys that were committed and they wanted to be there from day one. So, and they believed in what we were doing. It is what it is, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you where you were. That's the decision you made. I tried to get you from the beginning. You might have come and you still didn't play. You still didn't commit. So what do you want me to do, bro? Like, now, so if my roster's full, my roster's full. It's nothing like
that loyalty matters, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like sometimes I feel like a D2 school that gets a kid and the whole time the kid talking about he should have went D1. Don't look down at my program because it didn't work out
bro.
for you
like that, bro.
at TSF.
Exactly.
Don't look down at my shit. Like I'd rather have it.
They come at me like, damn, I didn't know you guys be working like that. Like, nah, what you mean? You ain't know. What you think we doing this shit just for my health, bro? Like, come on, bro. You know, nah. So that's you know, and I don't necessarily feel bad about it. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. You made a decision. You made that decision. You stick with it. I told you what it was.
Hey, so, and know it's funny, Bryce, when you said that, you remember there's a couple of games. I said we so arrogant. Kids been calling us to come back on the team. We like, hell no.
Hell nah, bro. You wait till next week. And honestly, we were arrogant and we are, but I still don't change my stance on that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're somebody referred you to us. I then reached out to you a few times too many. And you still kind of didn't, and I have no love lost for you. We cool. I ain't mad at you. But when things don't work out for you and I don't just take you right away, you can't be mad at me.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, like we were struggling that weekend too. I think we went.
Yeah, we were struggling. Man, Bryce was looking.
Eyes was hurt.
Yeah,
I didn't have no ankle. He walking around on 1 foot. I mean, we played with probably 5 or 6 dudes. I was like, shit. It is what it is, bro.
It is what it is.
Like you know, you got to just stand. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro. Like, you're not gonna make me feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what it is. We've been in the game for a minute, and like I said, I have no issue with you going to play for another program. But if it doesn't work out, I'm not like second. You're you know what I'm saying? Your rebound. like no, bro. Like no.
Yeah. Not gonna break the glass in case of emergency on my program. And I've seen that happen before.
Hey,
when you come back, the price goes up. With you on that.
Real talk.
That's true, right there. When you come back, the price goes up.
Yeah,
twice as much.
It's gonna be tough. We're jumping into 17 this year.
I had 2 guys that came last summer, and I'm not naming nobody names, so don't ask. I had 2 guys that came last summer. And not only 1 workout, not 2, but I'm pretty sure they came to 3 and still did not play. So when I look myself in the mirror, I'm like, well, damn, maybe I just ain't, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit, okay, it's cool. Like, maybe I ain't got the juice like that. That's fine. You can go play with whoever you want to play with. That's cool. I ain't tripping. But when shit don't work out for you,
you got the juice. It must not be the juice they want to drink, though.
I mean, it is.
It's you got, because I told you this before. Ain't shit, you on social media, you on every platform, pushing out kids. People see that.
Even the kids, like, yeah, bro. I mean,
but people see that, so now there's like, well, why this program I'm a part of is not pushing my kid. You know, every time Jens Rucker have a good game, it's out. Aja have a good game, it's out. Joseph Scott has a good game, it's out. Umar has a good game, it's out. So it's like,
that's true.
These kids' names are ringing bells.
That's
and
true.
A lot of programs are not doing that. They're not putting their kids out on social media.
And I also think, like, what another factor was we played in the summer with no college coaches and COVID and all that shit. And even some of the kids who played on the team that weren't even the best kids, that didn't want to even play sometimes or play against certain, you know what I'm saying? They still want offers. they still can go to school right now, you know, versus other situations. So, and I think that played into a factor too. So, like I said, I don't take none of that shit that seriously no more, bro. Like, I don't take it that seriously. But at the same time, I'm still a grown ass man. Like, you're not gonna play me for an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna use me. So, here's what it is.
Be having people real salty too, Bryce.
For me?
Well, I mean, no, I'm saying that situation when they can't come back because
that was the decision you made.
Yeah.
I extended my hand to you. And the thing about it is, I don't even like talking. Hey, you've been talking for the last 2 weeks, bro.
I've been calling the last 2 shows.
The dice, dog.
You've been calling for the last 2 weeks, bro.
I got a COVID test last week. It was negative.
Hold on.
Good shit, my boy.
You took you got it, or you took your friend to take it for you.
Hey, Locke said if she ain't got it, I ain't got it.
Hey.
Dude always want to take their friend.
Dude, hold on. Y'all act like I'm the only one that goes by that rule.
Hey, Locke, you not. You not. If she ain't got it, I ain't got it. If she ain't said nothing, that means she ain't got it. I'm straight.
Hey, bro. Hey, I'm with this dude in December. We had Lifestyle Bistro, and I just told him, like, yeah, I just went and got the COVID test. Like, I went and got it. You know what I'm saying? The shit came back negative. We straight. This man gonna be like, yeah, I took my nephew to get that shit too. His shit came back negative, so my shit negative. Hey, and my dumb ass will be like, shit, she want another round? Like, hey, let's have another drink then. Shit.
Hey, alcohol killed the COVID, B. Alcohol killed the COVID, dog.
Hey, I was like, well, shit. Hey, get another
Hey, everybody knows that. Alcohol kills the COVID, dog.
Gotta get them little Listerine strips.
Yeah. Can't drink them fruity mixed drinks, though. You gotta drink some hard liquor.
Nah, I don't drink that shit anyway. But yeah, man. I hope that I can help another group of kids as well get to the next level. I know it's a lot, but I've come to the conclusion that maybe this is, like I said, maybe this is just my lane, and I'm cool with that. Like, if I'm here to help people get to the next level, whether it's JUCO, whether it's D2, D1. And you get in the game, and that's how I look at it, bro. Like, if you get in the game for one possession and you get one bucket, I don't care, bro. I'm gonna celebrate that. That's just the way I look at it. I celebrate that shit because I feel like we all were in that process together to help you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do hope you get more, but right now, like, shit, if you get anything,
I'm gonna tell you what I hope to see, man, and I hope Georgia Man Up parents don't get offended when I say this. I want to see more kids take those high academic Division III, Division II offers, because my personal goal, right, is 2 things that I want to do in my program. I want to go to a wedding for one of the players that played for me. That's one of my personal goals. And I want one of my kids to be a CEO. Like,
I think we got a doctor on the way, so I think we're gonna be straight in that regard.
That's a huge accomplishment. Like, hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Fuck going to a Power 5 majoring in criminal justice like the other 29 other basketball players. Like, have you ever looked at Clemson's football team? Man, all of them kids don't want to be police officers, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, you look up and down the roster, like these big Power 5 football teams, you look up and down the roster, all them kids majoring in the same thing. Like, the fuck out of here, bro. We understand what that's about. These are the easiest classes you're going to pass so you could play football, you could play basketball, whatever. like, come on, man. I want my kids to go and major in something real. Like, come out, get a great internship, working. Like, I want to see somebody's life change because they had a chance to go to college. So I know no parent is in love with going Division III, but like Emory, Oglethorpe, those are great universities.
DJ Wright, who had a Division I offer, got from Bryant in high school. He ended up going Division III, Hampton. What's the name of his school? Yeah, Hampton Sydney College.
Mm-hmm.
He's going there for free.
Yeah,
a high academic school.
That changes his life right then, right there, because
can't beat it.
He's getting a degree for free, and that means he graduates with no debt. And I think that's what people are not understanding about this situation. Like, shit, I have debt, bro. I'm trying to get rid of that shit. I don't say nothing about it. It is what it is. I keep it moving. That's my only debt is student loans, but like, shit, you go to a school like that, you're graduating with no debt and a degree. You're putting yourself, in a situation to go get a job and pocket a lot of the money. Like, we're talking about something that's deeper than what we really see on the surface, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I can graduate, go get a job wherever I get a job at, whatever, whether it's basketball or whether it's in the corporate America.
That's a fact.
And I don't have to worry about paying my student loans back, or you know what I'm saying, or having to get it bumped. Like, bro, they don't like. Yeah,
I was listening.
But you not really understand. They're not really understanding how deep that shit is, bro.
I was listening to Dave's podcast, and he had a coach from Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah,
Carnegie Mellon University on his show. Right, that man said they had like a 97% placement rate.
Right.
Talking about their kids getting jobs in the workforce like after basketball.
And probably starting at like 80,000-90,000.
He said the average salary for a basketball player leaving his program was $86,000 for your first job out of college. $86,000.
That's incredible.
That's what it's about, man.
But a kid break their damn neck to go to a damn Division I and major in some bullshit, and you working at the damn Boys and Girls Club after college. Like,
hey man, what's wrong with the Boys and Girls Club?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's phenomenal. But I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
A kid to look at the offer from Carnegie Mellon and turn their nose up and not want to go.
But you know what, though, too? They got that Division I offer. I mean, at their school, but a lot of those kids are not on full rides. That's what people have to see. Especially at Division II, at Division IIs. Yeah. Those are not full rides.
Facts.
They might be paying your books, your meal plan.
Your tuition.
Yeah, your tuition, but some of that stuff is coming out of your pocket. Unless you get, a lot of Pell, and if you're in Georgia, you got the Hope Scholarship.
I don't think they have it no more, though, do they?
Huh?
I don't think they have Hope anymore.
I thought they did.
Oh, do they?
I think they still got Hope. Yeah, you can't. They still playing the lottery. We still got Hope.
I'm just saying that shit real, man. Like, you can't. This is your life that you talking about, bro.
I mean, you gotta look at it. I mean, it's deeper than what people like really look at, bro. You gotta think about, like, you graduate, you get a job, and let's say your student loans are. Most people's student loans be $400 a month, unless you do some type of, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's $400, bro. Like, that you pocket in, that you got a new car or savings account. You know what I'm saying? Like, a month, bro. Now, of course, you can get it lowered. You can go do like other means to get it lowered, but where you work and different things. But like that alone, right there, bro, is a game changer for people. You know what I'm saying?
You can get in certain programs where they'll pay off a certain amount of your loan if you take a certain job or whatever. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of stuff, but
yeah, like some teaching environments, depending on how many years you're in the building, and depending on what subject you teach, like if you teach math and you teach it for like 5 years, you'll get at least $10,000 to $15,000 off of it. You know what I mean? So there's ways you can get it down, but you still gotta figure it out. Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, you gotta make it happen. You gotta make it shake. So it's deeper than what I think people really see, bro.
No,
They say
because
it's
everybody
deeper
not
than
gonna play overseas. That's what every kid say when they're in high school, especially a senior. I want to play ball overseas.
Yeah.
You're not making a lot of money overseas. You probably making 25,000. Like, you can work your full-time job and go play in some red leagues or some leagues and make this 80,000-90,000 and still hoop.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what I've come to my like realization too. Like, because people ask me like, well, you don't want to coach college no more? And I would be like, if it ain't meant for me, it ain't meant for me. Does that mean I can't do it? I believe I can, but I'm not going to force it. If this is where I'm supposed to be, if I'm supposed to be in this situation to guide these young guys to get to college, which is not easy to do. You know what I mean? Because you have to be able to play the game the right way. You have to know how to apply for, you know what I'm saying? You have to know how this shit works. And if I'm in this position to do that right now, then that's where I'm at. And I have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started doing this basketball, AAU, high school, my whole thing was I gotta get to college. I gotta get to college. I gotta get here. I don't have to get nowhere. There's nothing anybody can say to me no more, bro. Like, I got, you know what I'm saying, notches under my belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have
you found your lane. I think you just found your lane.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that I don't want to. It doesn't mean that I don't want to coach college or I'm not capable of it, but I'm not forcing it. And if this is where I'm supposed to be at this moment, then that's what I'm going to continue to do to help people get to where they need to be. And that's period. Like, so to answer that person's question, that's the answer to your question. Like, what are they gonna do when they call me? Well, you still gotta fit the qualifications to wear the jersey. You know what I mean?
Hey, one thing before we leave, and I'm hoping I'm just gonna let Bryce talk his shit, and I'm gonna get out of the way. LeBron went west. The entire NBA went east. Are we still going to have any type of conversation like he's not the best player on the planet?
Right.
Whole NBA went east.
Right. LeBron is by far, shit ain't even close, bro. He's the best player on the planet. It shouldn't even be a discussion.
Talk to him, Bryce.
It should not be a discussion. Kevin Durant is my guy. He's a bucket. But the things that LeBron does, LeBron is just different, bro. He just brings so many different aspects of basketball to your team. Rebounding, he can rebound, he can assist, he can pass the ball, he can score the ball when he wants to. You know what I mean? Like, he's just different. And that's they know that. They know that they got to team up to beat this guy.
Hey, LeBron hit a three without looking at the basketball go in. And James Harden said, I got to get the hell out of here. I got to get the hell out of here.
Dude.
I was watching that game too, and I was like, I kind of felt like James Harden was missing shots on purpose, bro.
I kind of felt that too.
He doesn't never miss that many shots, bro. Never. And I think I feel like he was doing that shit on purpose so they would get him out of there. You never seen James Harden just miss. Like, come on, bro. He don't miss like that.
Hey, I know one thing. I know the strip was mad in Houston. Because James Harden used to ball out.
and that's John Wall replacing him.
I know they hot.
John Wall's going to help.
Yeah.
John Wall's going to help out. John Wall's a sniper. But I don't know if anybody gets busy like James Harden. We'll see.
Yeah.
Can y'all imagine spending $50,000 at once?
Yeah.
A lot of money,
at strip club.
What's the most you think you could spend?
Where, the strip club? Or
let's say you walk in at
what's the most like
walking in at 11.
It depends. No, it's levels to strip clubs. So it's all depending on what strip club I go to.
Magic City. You walk in, let's say you can't walk in at 11. If you got that kind of money, you're not walking in at 11. Let's say you walk in at like 1:30.
Yeah. man. And if I'm, I don't know, man. It's all depending on the night.
The most that's coming out of my pocket is probably 500, and that's a stretch.
You just signed. You just signed a max contract, $260 million. You just signed your max contract.
Oh, no, that's different. I'm probably gonna bring 50,000.
Hey, man, I'm bringing the whole hood.
I'm buying
Magic City. I'm bringing the whole hood.
I probably bring.
Hey, Locke gonna be out the league so fast, bro.
Yeah, I'm bringing everybody from Albany. I'm getting my guys from Warner Robins. I'm getting my guys from Augusta.
I'm probably bring 20 racks in there though. Definitely
getting my dude Brad from the South Side. Hey, we finna own Magic City tonight.
Hey, y'all quiet in the comments. How much money y'all think y'all throwing? What's the max? What's the max? 50,000.
I don't know.
What nominations of money? Like 50,000?
Bro, I don't know. I don't even want to think about that. How much y'all throw?
It's a lot of money, bro.
Because once you hear that right song, you get in that vibe. Everything just let loose.
That's 2 minutes and 30 seconds of throwing. Locke got the shoulders moving. Hey.
They play that little baby. Get money. I'm getting money.
It could be tough, man. I've when they retire your jersey at a strip club, you've thrown a lot of money.
True.
James Harden jersey is retired at a strip club. You're throwing a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
I think we underestimate though too. Not only his basketball contract, James Harden had a good shoe deal.
He still does, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, true that. Can't say had. He does. Have a good shoe deal.
Hey, they said James. You seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will was in the grocery store? He had that outfit, the Fat Man outfit on. They said James Harden. And they said James Harden gonna go to Brooklyn and take the fat.
He gonna take it off.
Hey, I was crying when I seen that shit on Twitter.
Hey, James Harden definitely looked like he been at the turkey leg hut.
Yeah.
A few times.
Bro, he could get back in shape, bro. Like he did over quarantine. He lost all that weight. He just probably gained that shit back. So,
yeah. Hey, man, that's our show for tonight. We appreciate y'all hanging in there. We appreciate y'all kicking it with us. Shout out to all our followers on Twitch. Appreciate y'all locking in with us. At some point, I'm gonna make that Twitch channel look nice, but I appreciate y'all locking in all just the same. One Georgia, man, make sure y'all go check out the Off the Dribble podcast. Make sure you check out Hoops Hidden Gems podcast. Our guys take care of business. Hoops Hidden Gems telling you everything about NAIA, Division II, Division III, women's basketball. They do an underrated gym segment with Coach Juke coming on for coaches to tell you guys about players that they're gonna recruit. Off the Dribble podcast is they've been lit on Off the Dribble here lately. Warner Robins won the state in football, so Warner Robins been lit. But our guys down there, One Georgia, doing their thing, and Warner Robins. Make sure y'all check out their show as well. So, he gonna be at Sue's. That's it. Oh, wait, I forgot. Announcements. This weekend, TSF, if you want to check out some good post-grad basketball, TSF partnering up with our guys at SUV TV, doing a great event January 16th through the 18th. Some really good teams, some good prep kids, a lot of Division I kids. If y'all want to check this out, you can either attend the event or you could be like me. I'm just going to pay my money, sit at home, watch it on SUV TV, enjoy it from the comforts of my own home, just like I will be Friday night when Kale plays Wheeler High School. Great matchup tomorrow night. our partners, Game of the Week, SUV TV, got it. And I'm going to be at the crib. I'm going to pay my little $10 or whatever it is, and I'm going to kick my feet up and watch it from the comforts of my own living room and watch those teams get busy. So, what? Oh, yeah, they nuts. Yeah, I'll be watching it on SUV Friday night and this weekend. So make sure y'all have a chance to check that out if y'all want to see some good basketball, man. It's the Love of the Game podcast, man. Love you guys. Y'all take care. We out.
Yo.